stop what you're doing and come read the Bible with me. Same as yesterday, we're going to put some worship music on first. And it's going to be Abby Campbell again. As always, my name is Allie. Today is number 8 of the Bible Diaries. And we are reading John chapter 6, verses 1 through 40. I'm going to read that real quick, and I'll be right back. And I think today I'm going to be doing dark blue as the color. So today's reading was also pretty loaded. Today, the devotion focused on John 6:9, which reads, "There's a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but what are they for so many?" And if you haven't already realized, the beginning of today's reading was on the 4th sign when Jesus fed the 5,000. So even though the verses don't really elaborate on the boy actually handing over his food, the devotion focused on his attitude that he had and how we should have the same attitude as the boy, giving all we have to Jesus to do whatever he wants with it. And I have a little part from the actual devotion right here. It reads, "This boy's willingness to give up his food, all he had, is what made this huge miracle that impacted thousands possible. What I or you refuse to give up ultimately leads us to miss huge blessings, not only for us, but sometimes even others." And some real world examples of what we could be giving up is money, talents, and even time. And obviously there's more things we could be giving up, but those are a few examples. And then going down to verse 12, it says, "When they were full, he told his disciples, collect the leftovers so that nothing is wasted." So I highlighted this one because me and my dad always talk about how God has like a sense of humor sometimes. And this was just like a God having a sense of humor moment for me. Like, not only did they have enough to feed the 5,000, but he made sure that there was leftovers. And then I'm going to jump ahead to verse 30 where it says, "What sign then are you going to do so that we may see and believe you?" They asked. "What are you going to perform?" And this is what the disciples said to Jesus. And I just find it interesting because did they not just realize that Jesus just fed them with not enough food? Which I know I have to watch myself because obviously there's probably moments in my life where I was like, what can you do for me, Jesus? What can you do for me? As if he hasn't already done plenty for me. Now skipping back to verse 15, it says, "Therefore when Jesus realized that they were about to come and take him by force to make him king, he withdrew again to the mountain by himself." And the devotion read, "Jesus knew his purpose wasn't to be king, so he went off on his own." I just find it really interesting that Jesus was like, no, this isn't my purpose. I'm not being your king. Ran out of time. Bye.